Hello my darlings, and welcome to day 13 of Danie's Designs Craftmas 2017. I am so glad that you are here. On today's episode, I am going to show you how to create these Poinsettia Love candle holders. Please stay tuned. For this project, you will need one long stem Tealight candle holder. You will need one of these asymmetrical votive Tealight candle holders. You will need one of these flat rounds, one short pillar candle, any color of your choice. You will need some poinsettias. I am going to be using white. You will also need some pine cones, some scrap foliage, a few greening pins. You will need some invisible thread, and you will also need a few of these small ornaments. Of course, we will be using our handy dandy tools. Let's get crafting. So the first thing we're going to do to prepare our candle holder is we are going to score or etch the top of that long stem votive candle holder into our round foam. And to do this, we just turn it upside down, press firmly, score it a little, and you will be left with this indentation. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our hot glue and place it along that indentation, and once we have, we're going to take our votive candle holder and we're going to press it back down in that space. Apply some pressure, and then we are going to turn it over. Once I have turned it over, I am going to take my level and I am going to make sure that that foam is sitting nice and square and flush. And once I have adjusted it, I will set this to dry. Now that our tall votive candle holder has dried around our foam, we are now going to take our short asymmetrical vase and we are going to place some hot glue on the bottom of it. Once we have placed our hot glue, we are now going to turn this and place it in the middle of our foam. Apply some pressure to it, and then we are going to set it to dry. Once that both pieces have dried to our foam, it is now time to make our floral arrangement. And to do this, I am going to be using 3 layers. I am placing some poinsettias underneath of that foam to ensure that we will not be able to see any green foam underneath. Then I'm going to take some of those poinsettias and stick them into the side, and then I'm going to take my final set of poinsettias and I'm going to stick them in on top. So we will have 3 layers of flowers on our round. Now that I've finished making our beautiful poinsettia flower arrangement, it is now time to decorate the base of our stem. And to do this, I am really simply taking just some scrap foliage that I've had from some other projects, and I'm cutting the leaves off of the stem. I am going to be using all 3 of these leaves, and what I'm going to do is I am going to glue these leaves down onto the base of my stem using my hot glue. So I'm going to place the first leaf down, and then on top of that first leaf, I'm going to place my second and third leaves, one on the left and one on the right. And these leaves are going to be the foundation upon which I am going to set a pine cone. Now again, this pine cone also is a scrap from another project that I used and created Dollar Tree products with which to build it. And I'm just placing some hot glue on the bottom of that pine cone. I am setting it in place and holding it until that hot glue dries around it. Now that we have finished creating our flower arrangements and setting our pine cone, we are now going to thread our ornaments with our invisible thread or nylon thread. And to do this, I am simply placing the end of that thread through the top of that ornament, and I am going to make a knot. I'm going to knot that thread 1, 2, 3, 4 times to ensure that that thread is not going to slide off. Once I have done that, I'm going to cut off any excess that there is to make sure that we can get a nice seamless look as much as possible. And then I am going to find my placement, figure out how long or how short I want this ornament to hang. And then I'm going to take my greening pin, and instead of tying it around that greening pin, the thread, I'm just going to loop that thread around and over multiple times that greening pin. And then I am going to take that greening pin and stick it up underneath those poinsettias into the foam so that that ornament can hang seemingly as if it is floating on air. So now that I have got this one completed, I am going to go ahead and hang the others asymmetrically, just like our vase, and then I will be back to show you what our finished project looks like. Well, my darlings, here you have them, our Poinsettia Love candle holders that we created using all Dollar Tree products. Aren't they lovely? I would have to say that my favorite part of this project would be the hanging ornaments that seem as if they are floating again on thin air. And if you will, you could create one of these or a set of these, or you could actually create these as a trio, because these votive candle stands actually come in large, medium, and short. And so if you were to create this, my darlings, please let me know, what would you do with this project? Would you gift it to a friend, or would you use it to decorate your own home for the holiday season? I would love to hear from you. And if you have found any value in this video, also please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And so, my darlings, I just would like to thank you for being a part of day 13 of Danie's Designs Craftmas 2017, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for day 14. Until then, please, please, please take care of yourselves for me. Know that I love you all. Bye now.